Back this week with Coach Q. Spurs are rolling right now, 7-0. Couple of really big wins here, dominating wins over the last couple of weeks. Elida, Clay, talk a little bit about those games.
We played, terrific. I thought our defensive effort was great. Thought we rebounded the ball very well. We at this point we were a stronger team than Elida and Clay. But anytime you can play a team that's in your same city as an Elida, you definitely want to make a statement. And I thought we did a great job of doing that. The kids played hard. We was able to get some guys in the game that don't normally play. They were able to come in and score some points and have some fun. Again, same type of atmosphere against Clay. Not a great team, but those kind of games sometimes as a head coach, they kind of scare you because the kids know, those type of teams, this year aren't as strong as they normally are. So, it's good that we came in with a defensive mindset, with a competitive edge, and we were able to get those games out of the way early on.
Talk a little bit about this defense of yours. It's just smothering. I mean, I don't know how anyone can play against you.
Well, we do a lot of defensive things in practice, and when I say defensive things, I mean abnormal things. We do things that I probably will bet no other high school team in Ohio is doing. And it's paying off for us. It's not where we want to be right now. We're still, slipping. There's some slippage in some areas, but everybody has a job to do, and they all understand if one person doesn't do his job, then it affects everyone else from a defensive standpoint. We have some defenses that, I'm very anxious to show, but I can't right now because the season is still early, so we have to kind of, hold that in our back pocket for, later in the season, maybe towards the tournament. But our man-to-man defense has been terrific. Our full court press has been terrific. And I think more importantly, we're not fouling as much. We're not playing with our hands. We're playing with our feet. And that's what's gotten us over the top.
Home on Friday against Whitmer. You're going to start facing a few tougher teams, right?
Correct.
What are they looking like this year?
I haven't had a chance to see Whitmer on tape yet. I do have a thorough scouting report on those guys. They return a lot of guys, and they also have 3 transfers. So they're going to be hungry for a win. They lost to St. John's, and they lost in overtime to Central Catholic, a game that I believe they felt they should have won. So they're, in the conference, they have to close the gap, and so they're going to be hungry to come in our gym and get a win. And it's going to be up to us to obviously defend our home one and play the way we've been playing too. I was definitely pleased with our practice yesterday. We had a hard practice, probably one of our hardest practices that we've had this year. So I was definitely pleased with that. Hopefully we can have another one of those type of practices today, lighten it up tomorrow, and get ready to play on Friday.
Here on out, you're mainly facing track teams. I mean, what are the teams that you need to be careful with to keep being undefeated and to win the track?
In my opinion, everyone. This is a tremendous conference, one of the top conferences in the state. We have Whitmer this week. We're going to play St. Francis. We're going to play Central Catholic. Those teams know about Lima. Those teams want to play good against us. So we have to take one game at a time. Me and my staff, we do a tremendous job breaking down film and going over scouting reports and making adjustments. Hopefully we can continue to do that. Hopefully we can continue to put our kids in a position where they can succeed. And if we can continue to do that, we'll feel great. Our goal, obviously, is to win the track as a conference. We haven't never done that since we've been in the track. And we feel this year we have all the pieces to do so. So we're taking Whitmer very, very serious. I don't even know who we play after Whitmer because it's not important right now. Those guys can play. They had, Montrese Collins, he can play. The Rayford kid, the transfer kid can play. The superintendent's son, I forget his name, he can shoot the ball lights out. Those guys can play. They're going to come in here ready to battle. Again, it's going to be not necessarily what they do. We control our own destiny. We control what we can control. And if we're not making shots, that's why we spend so much time on defense and practice. So hopefully we can keep it going.
Is it tough? Obviously, there's a lot to talk about, you guys. Winning the track, going very far in the state tournament. Is it tough to focus on just that one game ahead of you every week? Or do you want to talk about the future with your guys?
Not at all. We don't discuss it. We made 2 goals for our season. Once we got some games under our belt, but we take one game at a time. I don't even look forward to who we're playing after Whitmer. The full focus is about Whitmer. It's about who we're playing that week, and we try to prepare, for that team. And I think once teams start looking ahead, then they're taken away from the present, and we don't have time to look ahead, because what we're doing right now, we're still learning, we're still competing. I don't have a set rotation. We're still trying to find guys who play good together. But the beauty of it is we have guys that compete every day in practice. They go at each other, and I think that's where most of our games are won, because our practices are so hard.